Alright, Kimbo White here. This is for all you gamers out there. UFC Undisputed 3 debuts in January. New enhancements announced. Alright. Kimbo White is ready for that one. I got a little sick of the 2010 already. When EA came out with theirs, really, I liked it better for a while. I liked them both. I like there's certain things I like about both games. 2010 is an awesome game. The clinch work and all that type of stuff is really made it a good game. But there was a few things that were still really cheesy about it, like if you fight a 5-round fight in exhibition mode, the guy on the left, they always say he's the champion. No matter who it is, if it's a 5-round fight in exhibition mode, the guy on the left, they say is the champion. Well, they did that in the first one. And when the way these games always work with these wrestling games and these fighting games, a lot of the sports games, when a newer style game comes out, hits the market like this, the first game is a rough draft. All right, just like the Rockstar games and all that. The way they started out, and then they added on enhancements from there. Every year they get better. Madden does the same thing. For them to come out with this game last year and have made it so much better, the graphics so much better, the gameplay so much better, and to still have them call whoever's on the left side of the ring the champion just because it's a 5-round fight was the stupidest thing I thought. I've seen for a long time in video game making. Why would they have let that slide through? Why would they have not made that one little switch when they did all this other stuff? Which I've got about halfway through this article here on Junkie, and I haven't seen them mention anything about that, but I guess I'll go ahead and read through it real fast. You can read it on MMA Junkie, but it sounds like they've done a lot of good things with it. Let's see here. Be available for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. It'll include the bantamweight and featherweight divisions, and a Pride Rules gameplay option, which means Pride Rules. It'll probably have yellow cards, 10-minute first rounds. It'll have kicks to the head on the ground and stomping on the ground and no elbows. Japanese Pride Rules. It's also going to have fighter walkouts, which was another big thing they should have put in the second one. I cannot imagine why they would have released the second one without the walkouts. When EA MMA came out and Fight Night Champion came out, and they got these awesome walkouts, and then so now this year these guys are like, oh man, we're gonna have to put some walkouts. Why didn't we do that on the second one? The maker of the game says UFC Undisputed 3 is on track to deliver an incredible virtual MMA experience unlike any other, stated Danny Bilson, Executive Vice President, Core Games THQ. This product is intense, engaging and highly competitive, while still being extremely accessible, making it a must for millions of UFC fans, traditional fighting game enthusiasts, and more casual sports fans around the world. More than 150 UFC fighters will be available as playable characters. So that's a huge step up in numbers. It was like, I think around about 180 some or 100 last year in last year's game, which was a big step up from the game before that. So they're giving us more people. We got 2 more weight classes this year, so including competitors from the UFC's recently adopted 135, 145 pound weight classes. Pride mode, which includes official commentators Boz Rutan and Steven Quadros, allows soccer kicks, head stomps, and knees to the head of a downed opponent during gameplay. Pride, former Japanese organization, was purchased by the UFC in early 2007, but ultimately disbanded by the promotion. Players also can choose between traditional and simplified gameplay controls. The online options have been expanded as well. The first installment of UFC Undisputed debuted in May 2009 and the second in May 2010. The most adventurous MMA title to date, Undisputed, had sold millions of copies, earned very positive reviews, and won an array of industry awards. The game was developed by Youths and is published by THQ. Alright, well, that says it. So, 150 players, walkouts, a Pride Rules mode, new camera positions, 2 new weight classes. It's looking like they've hooked it up pretty good here. So, it sounds like what we're looking at is probably January. So, everybody keep their eyes out for that. Hopefully maybe they get it done a little sooner and they have it out for Christmas. That'd be pretty sweet. That's been the last word with Kimbo White.